Have you ever wondered what it takes to change the world? It all starts with one small step, one act of courage, and one choice to never give up. Today, you will learn 10 lessons that can make you unstoppable. Hello and welcome. I'm very happy you are here today. This video is made for people who want to learn English. It is easy to follow and good for practice. What starts here can change the world. A simple idea. Today, we will learn 10 life lessons from Admiral McRaven's famous speech, but in easy English that everyone can understand. These lessons can help you build a better life, step by step. As you listen, follow the words on the screen. You can hear the right pronunciation and see how sentences are made. If you don't know a word, pause and listen again. This is a great way to practice reading and listening. You can learn step by step and grow more confident every day. Thank you for choosing Easy English Official. Let's begin this story together and enjoy learning English. Chapter 1. Start the day with a task completed. Every great day begins with one small victory. It doesn't have to be something big or loud. Sometimes it's as simple as making your bed. This little act tells your mind that you are ready. You begin the morning by taking control, not by chance, but by choice. When you pull the blanket smooth and straighten the pillow, you are not just cleaning your bed. You are creating order in your life. You are telling yourself, I can finish what I start. That small success fills you with energy, and energy brings confidence. The first thing you do sets the tone for everything else. Many people wait for a big moment to feel proud, but success doesn't begin with something huge. It starts with something simple and consistent. When you finish one small task, your brain feels rewarded. That tiny victory becomes the fuel that moves you through the rest of your day. Making your bed seems unimportant, yet it is a secret to building discipline. Every day, life gives you a chance to either start strong or start weak. When you do something right, even something small, it builds momentum. You don't wait for motivation, you create it. Each morning is a new beginning, a quiet promise that today can be better. When you complete your first task, you send a signal to your heart that you are capable. You are not just preparing your room, you are preparing your spirit. This is how champions begin. One step, one task, one choice at a time. Imagine walking into your room at night after a long, difficult day. You might feel tired or disappointed, but then you see your bed, neat and calm, waiting for you. It reminds you that you did something right today. That small victory whispers, you can try again tomorrow. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Every time you make your bed, you are training your mind to finish what it starts. The world may be chaotic, but your first 5 minutes can bring peace. Those 5 minutes shape your mindset for the next 16 hours. Small habits are powerful because they teach your brain that effort matters. When you start with one good habit, other good habits follow. You feel more focused, more responsible, and more alive. A strong day starts with a strong start. Sometimes people say, why make the bed? I'll sleep in it again, but that's not the point. The point is the discipline behind the act, the message that details matter. If you can do the small things right, the big things will come naturally. Life is built from small bricks of daily effort. Each morning's bed is one brick. Over time, these bricks create the foundation of a successful life. If you want to build something great, start by laying the first stone with care. There will be days when you don't feel like it. Maybe you are late, maybe you are sad, or maybe you think it doesn't matter. But those are the most important days to do it anyway. Discipline means doing what's right, even when you don't feel like it. A made bed is more than a tidy surface. It's a symbol of control. It says, I care about the details of my life. It says, I will start and finish strong. When you do that, the rest of the day listens to you. The power of this small action spreads. You walk taller, you speak clearer, and you treat people better because your mind is organized. Small order in your environment creates big order in your emotions. The world outside begins to match the calm inside. Great soldiers, athletes, and leaders understand this secret. They know success starts with routine. A simple action like making your bed builds the mindset of success. The world may test you, but your morning belongs to you. When you take responsibility for your space, you take responsibility for your life. Every neatly folded sheet is a reminder that you are in control of your effort. You can't control everything that happens today, but you can control how you start it. If you want to feel proud of your day, don't wait for something big to happen. Start with something small and meaningful. That little act can change your energy and direction. Progress begins at the moment you begin your first task. There is power in completion. Every task you finish gives you proof that you can do more. You stop thinking and start acting. And action, even small action, beats hesitation every time. When life feels overwhelming, return to the basics. Make the bed, brush your teeth, take a deep breath. You are building momentum step by step. Each completed action adds weight to your confidence. The bed is your first mission of the day, a mission you can win easily. When you win early, your brain expects more victories. That's how success grows, from one win to another. A winning day starts with a winning habit. The truth is, you don't change the world all at once. You change it by changing yourself. You change yourself by starting small. You can't climb the mountain in one step, but you can take the first one today. Think of your bed as your classroom. Every morning, it teaches you responsibility and pride. It teaches that your environment reflects your effort. You are both the student and the teacher in this lesson of discipline. Over time, this habit shapes who you are. It gives you focus, calm, and confidence. It reminds you that even when life feels messy, you can bring order. And that mindset can carry you through any challenge. A clean bed means a clear mind. A clear mind leads to wise choices, and wise choices build strong futures. Your small morning victory can ripple through your whole life. When you look back months later, you'll realize how far you've come. The bed you made became a pattern of effort, patience, and progress. What began as a small act turned into a lifelong habit of excellence. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up, take those few minutes to make your bed. Don't underestimate what it means. You are not just making a bed, you are making a statement. I'm ready to take charge of my day. Because if you can start your morning with one task completed, you can face anything the world brings next. And that's how small victories become a changed life. Chapter 2. Find someone to help you through life. No one wins the journey of life alone. We may walk with confidence, but our strength grows when someone walks beside us. A kind word, a helping hand, or a shared dream can change the way we move forward. Life becomes lighter when it's shared with others. Every person you meet has something to teach you. Some teach you how to love, Some teach you how to be strong, and others show you who you don't want to become. But each one leaves a lesson behind, a small piece of wisdom to guide your path. Sometimes pride makes us think we must do everything ourselves. But true strength is not in being alone. It is in knowing when to reach out. When you ask for help, you open the door to connection, understanding, and growth. Helping others is not a sign of weakness. It is the language of humanity. When you lift someone, you also lift yourself. A team is not made of perfect people, but of people who refuse to give up on one another. That is where real power begins. Think about the people who stood by you when life was hard. Maybe it was a teacher who believed in you, or a friend who listened when no one else did. Those moments of support become anchors that keep you steady in the storm. The truth is, we all fall sometimes. We lose direction, hope, or courage. But a single hand reaching out can help us rise again. When someone believes in you, even when you don't believe in yourself, you find the courage to try once more. Teamwork is not about dividing the task. It's about multiplying the strength. One person can go fast, but a team can go far. Together, you can reach mountains that alone would be impossible to climb. Life is not meant to be a solo mission. It's a journey where every connection adds meaning. A smile from a stranger or a few kind words can change your entire day. Never underestimate the power of simple human kindness. Sometimes, help comes in quiet forms: a message, a meal, or a moment of understanding. It doesn't always shout. It simply shows up when you need it most. That's what makes it beautiful. You don't need a crowd to succeed. You just need one person who truly believes in you. One voice that says, "You can do this," can be louder than 1,000 doubts. Find that voice and keep it close. The strongest people are not those who walk alone, but those who learn to walk together. They build bridges instead of walls. They listen, they share, and they grow stronger with every connection they make. Every friendship is a mirror. It reflects who you are and who you can become. When you choose to surround yourself with positive people, your mindset changes. You begin to believe that good things are possible. Helping others doesn't take away from your success. It multiplies it. The more you give, the more value you create around you. When you help someone rise, the world becomes a little brighter for both of you. We live in a world where independence is praised, but interdependence is what keeps us alive. No tree grows alone. Its roots are connected underground. Just like that, our lives are linked in ways we cannot always see. Sometimes the person who helps you most is not the one who gives advice, but the one who simply listens. Presence can heal more than words ever could. Being there is often the greatest gift of all. You will meet people who inspire you and people who test you. Learn from both. The ones who challenge you make you stronger, and the ones who support you make you wiser. Every connection shapes who you are becoming. There is no shame in asking for help. It shows courage, not weakness. You are saying, "I can't do it alone, but I'm willing to learn." That is the first step toward real growth. When you help others succeed, you build a circle of trust around you. And when you fall, that same circle will be there to lift you. Support is a two-way bridge. It works when both sides care. Sometimes, life brings people into your world for a reason. They may not stay forever, but their impact remains. Even a short friendship can leave a long memory that guides your heart. Look for mentors who can light your way. A mentor doesn't walk the path for you. They walk beside you and remind you who you are when you forget. Guidance can turn confusion into confidence. If you ever feel lost, don't hide in silence. Speak up. Someone out there has walked the same road and can show you a safer turn. Sharing your struggles is the first step to finding solutions. We rise higher when we rise together. A shared dream is stronger than a lonely one. When people come together for a common goal, the energy becomes unstoppable. Even in small acts of teamwork, studying with a friend, building something together, helping a neighbor, you are building trust and unity. Those small moments make big differences over time. The world is full of people who can help you, and people who need your help too. Life's beauty grows when we exchange support and kindness. That's how we create meaning beyond ourselves. So remember, no one can do everything alone. You were never meant to. When you find someone to help you through life, and when you choose to help others too, you discover the real strength of being human. Chapter 3. Respect everyone. Respect is the language that every heart understands. It doesn't need translation, wealth, or power. When you treat someone with respect, you give them value, and that value always returns to you. In every place, in every culture, respect builds the bridge that connects people. In Navy SEAL training, the best team wasn't the biggest or the strongest. It was the team that trusted each other, cared for one another, and showed respect every single day. Strength fades, but respect lasts. That's what turns a group of people into a family. When you respect others, you also learn to respect yourself. You stop comparing and start appreciating. You realize that every person has a story, and behind every story is a struggle you may never see. That awareness makes your heart gentler and wiser. Respect is not about agreeing with everyone. It's about understanding that every human being deserves dignity. Even when you disagree, you can still listen, still smile, still treat someone kindly. That's what makes you truly strong. The world often rewards loudness, but true greatness is quiet. It listens more than it speaks. It lifts others instead of pushing them down. Respect gives power to both the giver and the receiver. When you meet people who look different, think different, or live different, pause before judging. Remember that you only see the surface, not the full story. Respect allows you to see the human being beyond the first impression. Every person you meet can teach you something, even those you don't like. Some show you who you want to become, others show you what you must avoid. Respect means recognizing that everyone has a role in your growth. In a team, respect is the glue that holds everything together. You can train hard, plan well, and give your best. But without respect, everything falls apart. A team built on respect becomes unstoppable because trust replaces fear. When you respect others' time, you become more disciplined. When you respect their opinions, you become more open-minded. When you respect their feelings, you become more human. Every act of respect shapes your character. Even a small gesture, a thank you, a nod, or a smile, can make someone's day brighter. Respect doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's the quiet space you give, the patience you show, or the kindness you don't announce. Disrespect, on the other hand, breaks people quietly. It leaves scars that can't be seen. You might forget your words, but someone will remember how you made them feel. Choose to be the person who heals, not the one who hurts. Respect is also about self-control. It means stopping yourself before reacting with anger or pride. It means choosing peace over ego. In that moment of pause, you show that your heart is bigger than your emotions. When people feel respected, they give their best. They feel seen, valued, and safe. That's when creativity and teamwork grow. Respect is the invisible fuel that powers every great relationship. The best leaders lead with respect. They don't command with fear. They inspire with example. People follow them not because they have to, but because they want to. True leadership begins with humility. Sometimes you may meet people who don't respect you back. Respect them anyway, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Your behavior reflects who you are, not who they are. When you respect others, you create a circle of trust. People feel comfortable being themselves around you. They open up, they share ideas, and they grow with you. That's how respect turns into friendship and unity. Respect is not weakness. It takes courage to stay calm when others lose control. It takes strength to forgive when others hold grudges. It takes power to stay kind in a world that can be cruel. No one earns respect by force. You can't demand it. You must give it first. When you give respect freely, it finds its way back to you in ways you never expect. That's the beauty of karma. In every workplace, classroom, or family, respect creates peace. It reduces conflict and increases understanding. When people feel heard, they stop shouting. When they feel valued, they start cooperating. A person's worth is not measured by looks, clothes, or titles. It's measured by how they treat others. The most beautiful faces fade, but a respectful soul shines forever. Respect is the foundation of equality. It says, "You matter, and so do I." It breaks the walls between people and builds bridges of compassion. Without it, even the smartest minds cannot work together. Children learn respect by watching adults. If we speak with kindness, they will too. If we treat others fairly, they will follow. Every act of respect you show becomes a seed planted for the next generation. Respect is not something you practice only when people are watching. It's a habit you live with. In your words, your tone, and your actions. Who you are when no one sees you is your true character. When you walk through life with respect, you attract peace. People trust you, listen to you, and support you. Respect doesn't make you smaller, it makes you unforgettable. So remember, in the end, respect is not just about manners, it's about love, empathy, and strength. Respect everyone, not for how they look, but for who they are. That's how real leaders, real friends, and real humans are made. Chapter 4. Life is not always fair. Move forward. Sometimes you do everything right, yet things still go wrong. You plan, you work hard, you give your best, but success doesn't come. That's okay. Life was never meant to be fair. It was meant to be a test of how strong you can stay when things aren't. There will be days when you don't get the reward you deserve. You'll see others move ahead while you're still trying. It hurts, but that's not the end. Failure doesn't define you. Your reaction does. When life knocks you down, you have two choices: stay there or get up. The world respects those who rise again. Every time you stand back up, you prove that you are stronger than what tried to break you. Unfair moments are not there to stop you. They are there to shape you. They teach patience, humility, and resilience. You may not see the reason now, but one day you will look back and understand why it had to happen. Everyone faces unfairness at some point. It might be a job you lost, an opportunity you missed, or a person who treated you badly. But remember, You can't control what happens to you. You can only control how you respond. Moving forward doesn't mean forgetting. It means refusing to be stuck. You take the lesson, leave the pain, and keep walking. Step by step, your scars become your strength. When you keep going after failure, you develop something rare: grit. Grit is what separates those who quit from those who win. It's not talent, not luck, but the quiet decision to keep moving even when no one believes in you. Life will sometimes give you results that don't make sense. You might study harder than others and still fail the exam. You might work longer and still get ignored, but your value is not measured by one outcome. It's measured by your effort and heart. The truth is, pain has a purpose. Every unfair thing you face teaches you compassion. It reminds you how to treat others better when it's your turn to lead. Suffering turns into wisdom when you choose not to let it make you bitter. Don't waste energy asking, "Why me?" Instead, ask, "What now?" That's the question that moves you forward. You can't rewrite the past, but you can start writing the next chapter. Sometimes you must walk through storms to find your strength. The easy roads don't teach you much. It's the hard ones that shape your courage and reveal who you really are. People may betray you, systems may be unfair, and life may seem cruel. But don't let that make you cruel too. Stay kind, stay humble, and stay focused. Your integrity is your victory. It's okay to cry, to rest, or to feel lost for a while. But don't unpack and live there. Take your time, breathe, and rise again. Even the strongest people fall. They just don't stay down. Sometimes life closes one door to push you toward a better one. You might not see it yet, but every delay, every disappointment can lead you to something greater. Trust the timing, even when it hurts. When you fall, don't just get up quickly. Get up stronger. Learn from it. Ask yourself what the pain taught you. That's how mistakes become lessons, and lessons become wisdom. Unfairness will always exist, in school, in work, in life. But fairness is not the goal. Growth is. You are not here to have an easy life. You are here to build the strength to face any life. The world won't always clap for your effort, but that's fine. You don't need applause to keep going. Do it for yourself, for your future, and for the person you're becoming. Some people will win faster because they had help, luck, or privilege. But your journey is yours. What you build slowly will last longer because it's built on struggle and faith. Every time you choose to move forward after something unfair, you take your power back. You stop being a victim and start being the author of your story. That's how transformation begins. Success tastes better when it's earned through pain. You appreciate it more because you know the cost. Every fall, every tear becomes part of the victory. When life feels unfair, remind yourself that even diamonds are made under pressure. Every challenge is shaping you into someone stronger and more valuable. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. Don't compare your path to others. Everyone has their own timeline. Some flowers bloom early, others bloom later, but they all bloom beautifully when it's their time. Keep moving forward even when no one notices. The universe always does. The effort you give now will find its way back to you in unexpected blessings. At the end of the day, you can't control fairness, but you can control faith. You can keep your head up, your heart strong, and your hope alive. And that's what makes you unstoppable. So when life feels unfair, remember this. It's not about what happens to you. It's about how you rise, stand tall, Shake off the dust and keep walking. Your story is far from over. Chapter 5. Don't be afraid to fail. Often failure is not the end. It's a teacher in disguise. Every time you fail, you learn what doesn't work. You discover what to change, what to improve, and what to let go of. The only real failure is when you stop trying altogether. Everyone falls at some point. Even the strongest people have weak moments. What makes them great is not that they never fail, it's that they never quit. They use every failure as a stepping stone to rise higher. When things go wrong, don't run away from them. Face them. Look at what happened, understand why, and promise yourself to do better next time. Growth always begins where comfort ends. Failure builds muscles that success never could. It teaches patience, discipline, and humility. You become wiser, calmer, and more determined every time life knocks you down, and you choose to rise again. Don't be ashamed of failure. Be proud that you had the courage to try. Most people never even take the first step because they are too scared of losing. But you dared, and that already makes you stronger. Every success story begins with failure. Great athletes, inventors, and leaders all faced rejection before winning. They failed hundreds of times but never gave up. That's why their victories became history. Think of failure as training, not punishment. Every mistake adds experience to your life. Each one gives you new insight, a sharper mind, and a stronger heart. Without failure, success would have no meaning. Sometimes failure breaks you down, but it also rebuilds you better. It removes your pride, replaces it with purpose, and teaches you what truly matters. It turns your fear into fire. When you fail, you might feel alone. You might feel like you're not enough. But remember, every successful person you admire has been exactly where you are now. The difference is, they didn't stop. Failure is painful, yes, but pain is temporary. What you learn from that pain can last forever. Every tear, every setback, every no you hear is shaping your story into something powerful. You can fail 100 times and still win on the 101st try. That's how progress works. Slow, steady, and full of lessons. The more you fall, the more you grow. Never measure your worth by your failures. They don't define you. They refine you. You are not your mistakes. You are the strength that rises after them. Some people fear failure so much that they never take risks. But playing safe keeps you small. To grow, you must step into the unknown, even when you might fall. Risk is the price of discovery. Every failure you experience is a message. It's life's way of saying, you're on the right path, just adjust a little. Listen, learn, and move forward. The message is never to stop. You can't build confidence without falling first. Confidence comes from surviving failure, not avoiding it. Every time you fail and stand again, you build unshakable belief in yourself. Sometimes what feels like failure is actually redirection. Life may be guiding you toward something better. The door that closed was not rejection. It was protection. Don't compare your journey to others. You only see their success, not their struggle. Behind every smiling face is a story full of failures they conquered quietly. Failure will visit you many times, but it will never stay unless you let it. Welcome it, learn from it, and then send it away. Your job is to keep moving forward. Celebrate effort as much as success. Every time you try, you're building character. Every attempt makes you braver than yesterday. That's how winners are made, through repetition, not perfection. The more you fail, the more fearless you become. You stop fearing judgment, rejection, or embarrassment. You realize failure doesn't kill you, it strengthens you. Each failure removes one wrong way and brings you closer to the right one. Keep experimenting, keep exploring. Progress only comes from action, not hesitation. Sometimes you'll fall hard, but that's okay. Take a breath, rest if you must, then rise again. What matters most is that you don't let failure close your heart. Failure tests your passion. If you quit easily, it means you didn't want it enough. But if you keep fighting even after losing, it means your dream is real. In the end, failure is just proof that you're trying to live fully. It means you're brave enough to chase something that matters. That's something to be proud of. So don't fear failure. Fear never trying. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that every fall was leading you exactly where you were meant to be. Chapter 6. Take risks. Life begins at the edge of your comfort zone. When you play safe all the time, you stay where you are. Growth happens when you dare to step into the unknown. Taking risks means trusting yourself even when you can't see the whole path ahead. Every great story starts with a bold decision. The people who change the world are the ones who take chances when others hesitate. They say, "What if I try?" instead of, "What if I fail?" That simple question changes everything. Playing it safe feels comfortable, but it keeps your dreams small. You can't discover new oceans if you never leave the shore. Sometimes you have to jump, even when the water looks deep. Courage comes from doing it scared. Taking risks doesn't mean being careless. It means being brave enough to take smart steps toward something uncertain. It's about trusting your preparation and learning as you go. No one ever grows without taking a leap. Fear will whisper reasons to stay still. It will tell you, "It's too hard," or "You might fail." But what if you succeed? What if this one risk changes your whole life? You'll never know unless you try. The truth is, every successful person has taken a risk. They didn't wait for perfect timing. They created it. Waiting for everything to be ready is just another form of fear disguised as patience. Risk shows you who you really are. It reveals your strength, your creativity, and your heart. When you take risks, you discover that you're capable of much more than you ever imagined. You might fall, yes, but you might also fly. The only way to find out is to spread your wings. Every big dream requires a little danger, and every leap leads to growth. If you only walk on safe ground, you'll never reach the mountaintop. The climb may be hard, but the view is worth it. Each step you take in faith brings you closer to your potential. Risks don't always bring success, but they always bring lessons. And lessons are the real reward. Every mistake you make teaches you something valuable that no classroom ever could. Think of risk as a bridge between who you are and who you could become. It's not the fall that defines you, but the courage to cross that bridge and keep moving forward. Taking risks means choosing action over fear. It means believing in yourself when no one else does. That belief, even a small one, can light up the darkest road. When you take a risk, some people will doubt you. They'll tell you it's impossible or too dangerous. Smile, thank them, and keep going. Their fear doesn't have to become your truth. Sometimes the greatest risk is doing nothing, staying the same when your heart is calling for change. Time will pass anyway, so why not spend it chasing something meaningful? Risks are scary, but regret is worse. One day, you'll look back and either say, "I'm glad I tried," or I wish I had. Which story do you want to tell? Courage doesn't mean you don't feel fear. It means you move forward despite it. Brave people feel fear too. They just don't let it stop them. Take small risks every day. Speak up, try new things, meet new people. Little acts of bravery build the strength you'll need for bigger leaps later. Sometimes the risk you take won't pay off right away. That's okay. Every risk plants a seed. Some grow fast, others take time, but all of them matter. When life gives you a choice between safe and bold, choose bold. Even if it doesn't work out, you'll grow stronger and wiser. Playing small never brings big change. Taking risks builds confidence. The more you challenge yourself, the less power fear has over you. You start to realize that failure isn't fatal, it's fuel. A life without risks is a life without excitement. Taking risks adds color, adventure, and meaning. It's what makes you feel alive, not just existing. When you take risks, you attract new opportunities. The world notices brave hearts. People follow those who dare to try when others hesitate. You'll never feel fully ready to take a risk. And that's the point. Growth begins when readiness ends. Jump anyway and learn as you go. Don't let fear make your choices. Let faith and purpose guide you. Believe that you're capable of more than what you've seen so far. In the end, it's better to fail with courage than to succeed with regret. So take the risk. Trust your wings. You were never meant to stay on the ground. Chapter 7. Face down the bullies. In every journey, there will be people who try to hold you back. Some will laugh at your dreams. Others will tell you that you're not good enough. These are the bullies, the sharks of life. They feed on fear, and they want you to swim away. But you don't have to. You are stronger than you think. When someone tries to push you down, stand taller. When they try to scare you, look them in the eye and stay calm. Bullies only win when you stop believing in yourself. They lose their power the moment you refuse to be afraid. Confidence is your armor, and your courage is your weapon. The truth is, everyone faces bullies in some form. They might not always look like the ones from school. Sometimes they are voices in your own head, whispering that you can't do it. Those voices are lies. To face down the bullies, you must first silence your doubts. Remind yourself who you are and what you stand for. You've already survived so much. One more challenge won't break you. Bullies attack what they fear. They see your strength, your light, your potential, and it scares them. That's why they try to dim your shine. Don't let them. Keep shining until they can't ignore you. When people try to bring you down, it's often because they can't rise to your level. Instead of fighting back with anger, fight back with excellence. Let your success be your reply. Standing your ground doesn't mean shouting louder. It means being firm, calm, and unshaken. When you stay centered, the storm around you loses power. Courage isn't loud, it's steady. It's the quiet voice that says, "I will not back down." It's choosing peace over panic and strength over fear. Bullies want a reaction. They want you to fight their fight. Don't give them that. Your focus is too precious to waste on their noise. Keep swimming toward your goal, even if the water gets rough. In life, you'll meet people who mock your dreams because they gave up on theirs. Don't join them. Keep believing in what you can do. Your faith in yourself is what separates you from them. Every time you face a bully, you have two choices: run or rise. If you run, the fear grows stronger. If you rise, you grow stronger. Choose rise. Sometimes the best way to face bullies is to outlast them. They may shout today, but their voices fade. Your progress, your kindness, and your courage echo far longer. Be kind, even to those who hurt you, but don't let them cross your boundaries. Kindness isn't weakness, it's controlled power. It shows that you are in charge of your emotions. When you face bullies, don't try to become like them. Don't let anger harden your heart. Stay true to your values, because that's what makes you different and stronger. You can't control what bullies do, but you can control how you respond. Choose dignity, choose grace, choose to rise above. That's where your strength lies. Every bully in your story is a test, a chance to prove how far you've come. They can try to stop you, but they can't define you. Only you can do that. Remember, sharks only attack when they smell fear. Stay calm, stay focused, and they'll swim away. Fear feeds them. Courage starves them. When you refuse to be intimidated, you inspire others to do the same. Your bravery becomes a light for those who still feel afraid. Be that light. Sometimes the bullies aren't outside, they're inside. The voice that says, "You're not good enough," is the loudest one you'll ever face. Defeat it with action, not just words. Every time you keep moving despite fear, you win. Every time you speak up for yourself or for someone else, you win. Bullies lose their power when you rise above their reach. You may not stop every bully, but you can always control your response. Let your calmness be your shield, and your consistency be your victory. Life will test you again and again, but every test makes you tougher, wiser, and more focused. Bullies can slow you down, but they can't stop your destiny. Keep swimming forward, even if the sharks circle. Every stroke you take brings you closer to freedom, and when you reach your goal, you'll look back and realize they never had power over you at all. So face the bullies, both inside and out, with your head high and your heart strong. You were never meant to run away. You were meant to rise, to swim through the storm, and to win. Chapter 8. Step up when times are toughest. Life will challenge you. There will be moments when everything feels impossible. When the night seems endless and hope is hard to find, that is your time to rise. The darkest hours reveal your brightest strength. Tough times are tests of character. When life pushes you down, stand taller. Every struggle is an opportunity to show yourself how strong and capable you truly are. When things are hard, don't shrink back. Face the challenge with courage. The harder it is, the bigger the reward. Difficult moments are the moments that define you. Strength is not shown when everything is easy. True strength appears when you refuse to give up. Every obstacle you overcome builds confidence and resilience inside you. Pain is temporary, but the lessons it teaches are permanent. When life hurts, lean into it. Learn from it. Let it shape you into someone stronger than you were yesterday. When fear surrounds you, act anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward despite fear. The bravest people feel fear the most and act anyway. The challenges you face now will prepare you for the future. Every difficulty is a stepping stone. Every hard moment strengthens your mind, body, and heart for what's next. You may feel alone in your struggles, but you are never truly alone. Strength comes from within, but support from others can lift you higher. Seek help and let teamwork carry you when needed. Every time you step up during hard times, you inspire others. Your courage spreads. Others see your persistence and find hope in their own battles. Don't wait for perfect conditions. The perfect time to act is now, even if the world feels heavy. Waiting only lets fear grow stronger. Step forward, even in the storm. Hard times teach patience. They remind you that not everything happens on your schedule. Sometimes you must endure before you achieve. Learn to wait without losing faith. When life knocks you down, don't just get up. Rise with purpose. Let every challenge give you direction. Use difficulty to sharpen your focus and determination. Setbacks are not failures. They are lessons in disguise. Every difficulty you face is training for something bigger, something better, something life-changing. The strongest people are not those who avoid struggle. They are those who embrace it, face it, and overcome it. Each trial makes them more resilient, more courageous, more unstoppable. Keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. Light your own way with courage and take one step at a time. Progress is made by action, not hesitation. When things seem hopeless, remember that the human spirit is remarkable. People survive, adapt, and grow stronger even in the worst situations. You can do the same. Your attitude in tough times matters most. You can choose despair, or you can choose to rise. Choose rise, choose hope, choose strength, choose action. Challenges will come repeatedly. It is not the first storm that breaks you, but the decision to stop rising. Keep showing up. Keep stepping up. Your persistence wins. Every difficult moment is an opportunity to show courage. Show up when it's hard. Lead when it's uncomfortable. Shine when the world expects you to hide. Fear, pain, and doubt will be loud, but your determination must be louder. Let your actions speak more than your fears. Let your courage guide you. Step up not only for yourself, but for those who look up to you. Your bravery gives them hope. Your resilience teaches them to fight their own battles. Life is not always fair, but you can always control your effort. When things are toughest, give your best. Your best matters more than any external circumstance. Every time you rise during hardship, you grow stronger than the challenge. You become a beacon of hope, a model of courage, and a living proof that adversity can be overcome. The hardest moments often carry the greatest rewards. Your success, your growth, and your strength will be remembered long after the struggle ends. So when life feels overwhelming, don't shrink back. Stand tall, step forward, and be your very best. The world needs your courage now more than ever. Chapter 9. Lift up the downtrodden. Every person carries a struggle, even if you cannot see it. Some are trapped in sadness, fear, or loneliness. Your words, your actions, and your presence can be a light in their darkness. One kind gesture can ripple farther than you imagine. Helping others doesn't require greatness. A smile, a compliment, or a listening ear can lift someone who feels invisible. Small acts of kindness carry immense power and create a chain of hope. When you see someone struggling, don't ignore them. Step forward and offer encouragement. A simple, "You can do it," may become the spark that reignites their courage. Empathy is a strength, not a weakness. Understanding another's pain allows you to connect deeply and offer support. Lift others without expecting anything in return. That is where true impact lies. Giving hope is contagious. When you lift someone up, they are inspired to lift others too. Kindness spreads like wildfire, and one voice can start a movement. Sometimes people around you feel defeated and unseen. Be their reminder that someone cares. Your actions show that hope exists even in dark times. The world is full of people who are hurting quietly. You may not have the power to fix everything, but you have the power to encourage. A little hope can create great change. When you help others, you also grow. Compassion strengthens your heart and shapes your character. The more you give, the richer you become emotionally and spiritually. Don't underestimate your influence. Even small acts of kindness can change someone's perspective. Words of encouragement may be the difference between giving up and moving forward. Support isn't always material. Sometimes it's your presence, your attention, and your patience that mean the most. People remember who stood by them when times were hard. Lift others without judgment. Everyone has a story you may not understand. Respect their journey and offer guidance or comfort without criticism. Sometimes the downtrodden need courage more than help. Show them by example that setbacks are temporary and growth is possible. Your resilience inspires theirs. The smallest gestures have the largest effects. Holding a door, giving a hand, or sharing a kind word can make someone's day, week, or even life. When people are struggling, listen more than you speak. Giving them space to share their pain can relieve the weight they carry. Listening itself is a gift. Encourage others to believe in themselves. Sometimes they just need someone to remind them that they are capable, strong, and worthy. Your voice can awaken confidence. Inspire others by your actions, not just your words. Kindness and courage are contagious when people see them in motion. Be the example they can follow. Remember, lifting others doesn't diminish your own strength. In fact, it multiplies it. Helping someone rise brings energy and purpose to your own life. Even when life is busy, find time to offer hope. A single act, no matter how small, may reach someone at the exact moment they needed it most. Encouraging others builds community. When people feel supported, they achieve more. Strong communities start with individuals who care. Sometimes the best way to help is simply to stay present. Your attention, your patience, and your care can mean more than a solution ever could. Be consistent in lifting others. Kindness that appears once may be forgotten, but steady support creates lasting change. Show up for people repeatedly. Teach by example. Show empathy, courage, and strength. Others learn from what you do more than what you say. Actions inspire. Never assume your impact is small. Even one kind voice, one supportive hand, or one encouraging word can change the trajectory of someone's life. The act of lifting others enriches the world. Hope multiplies when shared, and compassion spreads when given freely. Your small efforts make the world brighter, so be the voice, the hand, the heart that lifts others. Your courage to act, your kindness to care, and your willingness to give hope can change lives, one person at a time. Chapter 10. Never give up. Life will always offer an easy way out. It may seem tempting to quit, to walk away, or to give up. But winners understand that true victory is never given. It is earned through persistence, determination, and heart. When you face obstacles, remember why you started. Your dreams are worth the struggle. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Never underestimate the power of simply continuing. The easiest path is often the wrong one. Quitting may feel good for a moment, but it steals your future. Winners choose the hard path, knowing that effort today creates triumph tomorrow. Failure and setbacks are part of the journey. They are not signs to stop. They are lessons that prepare you for success. Each challenge you overcome makes you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Sometimes the world seems unfair. You may feel like the odds are stacked against you, but your determination to keep going defines you, not the obstacles themselves. Stand firm, even when it's hard. When the temptation to quit arises, find your inner fire. Remind yourself of the dreams that set your soul on fire. Let that vision push you through the pain, the fatigue, and the doubt. Success is not about never falling. It is about rising every time you fall. Each time you get back up, you build confidence, strength, and courage. That is what separates winners from quitters. Many will doubt you, and even you may question yourself. That's normal. But the key is to keep moving. Action, persistence, and belief in yourself will carry you through. Hard moments are tests, not endings. They measure your commitment, your resilience, and your courage. Each challenge you overcome proves you are capable of more than you imagined. Winners see obstacles as opportunities. They see every roadblock as a chance to learn, adapt, and grow. Quitting stops growth. Persistence accelerates it. Choose growth always. Even when the night is long and hope feels distant, keep moving. Every effort, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Persistence compounds into achievement. Your dreams are sacred. Protect them with action, courage, and determination. Never let temporary hardship erase your vision for the future. Stay committed. Stay strong. Quitting may bring temporary relief, but it creates long-term regret. Winners endure discomfort, face challenges, and move forward because they understand the value of their dreams. Keep believing in yourself, even when the world doubts you. Faith in your abilities is the foundation for all achievements. Your mind is your greatest tool. Use it wisely. Obstacles are part of every journey. You cannot avoid them, but you can decide how to respond. Face them, overcome them, and keep moving forward without pause. Your resilience is built by refusal to quit. Every time you persist, your inner strength grows. Eventually, that strength becomes unstoppable momentum toward your goals. Success often comes after the moment you feel like giving up. That's why persistence is so critical. Keep going, even when it seems impossible, because that is when change is born. Life rewards those who refuse to surrender. Your persistence, determination, and courage accumulate like building blocks until you stand on a foundation of achievement. Remember, you are stronger than any challenge you face. You are braver than your fears. You are capable of far more than you know. Never let doubt convince you otherwise. Keep your eyes on the goal, even when the path is treacherous. Focus, determination, and steady progress will get you there. Quitters never reach the summit. Winners do. Encourage yourself daily. Celebrate small victories along the way. Every achievement, no matter how minor, is a reminder to keep going and never quit. Learn from those who have succeeded before you. They all faced hardship, fear, and doubt. Their secret? They never gave up, no matter how difficult the journey became. When you feel exhausted, take a moment, breathe, and continue. Persistence is not about speed. It's about consistency, courage, and dedication over time. Every time you refuse to quit, you inspire others. Your perseverance becomes a model for those around you. Never give up, because your story can change someone else's life. So stand tall, keep fighting, and move forward relentlessly. Dreams are won by those who persist. Victory belongs to the brave, the determined, and the unstoppable. If you follow these 10 lessons, start small, stay strong, respect others, and never give up, you can truly change your life. Remember, the hardest moments can show your greatest strength. And maybe you can change the world too. Easy English Official. Learn, grow, inspire. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.